Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is May 15th, 2022. And here's why I believe we can expect one more dump before the major pump, okay? And I'm looking at Bitcoin right now on the hourly time frame, and I'm seeing that we're pretty much at resistance here, okay? Let me illustrate this on multiple time frames. So I have this movement here that is corrective in nature in my estimation, okay? It's a three-wave move. In Elliott wave theory, three-wave moves are corrective, okay? They're not impulsive, they're corrective. If you're looking for an impulsive move, you're looking for a five-wave move, okay? So we've got this three-wave move that's corrective rather, and it's against the trend. The prevailing trend was down. So this is telling me that the new trend that this price action wants to establish is up, okay? And so this, to me, is going to be the counter to this three-wave move, okay? Every correction needs a counter. So the correction in question we call A, the counter we call B, okay? So or if it's a complex correction, X, right? But for the purposes of this analysis, let's just say this is a reversal pattern and this is a B wave, okay? So I'm expecting the impulsive portion of the B wave, which would yield maybe a 10% drop, a 12% drop in Bitcoin. Let's get more specific. So let's pull out our Fibonacci retracement tool, and we know that on the balance of probability, flat corrections, meaning corrections that are 3, 3, 5, which this seems like it is because this to me is clearly a three-wave structure, right? Right here, 1, 2, 3. Those retrace to about 786, right? A minimum of 786 on the balance of probability. So this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting Bitcoin to come down to at least the 786 region, which is represented by about 26,590 right now. Well, it is represented by 26,590, and that represents about a 12% drop, okay? So typically these flat corrections are traced to 786, 886, 914. We know that they can go as far back as the 1618, but I don't anticipate that happen. I do believe that it's very likely that we play this out just as many flat corrections tend to play out, meaning to the 786, between the 786 and the 914. This is the range, or this is the typical area that these flat corrections retrace to right here. Okay, so that's why I'm expecting a 26.5 Bitcoin or a 26,000 Bitcoin, right? $26,000 Bitcoin. So that would be an impulsive move to the downside. Now, are we finished to the upside with this mini B wave here? Probably not, but we're just about done, okay? And I'll show you why we're just about done. Again, Elliott wave is fractal. So if you see this is an A wave of B, you can take the Fibonacci retracement tool of this entire structure, and you can see that we just hit the 786. And what I just say, that these flat corrections, 335 corrections, right, and this is a three-wave structure as well, the B wave tends to retrace to between the 786 and the 914. So if we have a little more upside to go, I don't anticipate that it's much more. We may find resistance around here, or we may go as high as 32.3, right? Remember, because these B waves can go as high as the 1618. So we can go as high as 32,000, and that would represent a rise or a pump of about 7%. But I'm still under the I'm still really convinced that it's likely that we retrace back to 26. Okay, so let that not be such a shock to you if it happens, but it's part of this reversal pattern. If we're putting in a reversal pattern, and I believe we are, right? Because if we go on the higher time frames, you're seeing that we're bottomed out, pretty much bottomed out on the weekly. We're almost bottomed out on the weekly. And we have this very nice weekly candle that, although it's not green, is really strong in that there's a strong wick to the downside in our support zone. We've talked about this a lot on this channel. This big blue line represents a support zone of Bitcoin's price action, and we wicked right below it, capturing liquidity, really getting a lot of buy pressure here. So when we retrace, I don't think we're going to retrace too much further down, probably just capturing liquidity once again in this region, forming a W reversal. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing on the higher time frames. But if you go into the smaller time frames, you can see, besides the daily, you can see that we're oversold using this stochastic RSI, the momentum indicator, on the 12-hourly, oversold on the 8-hourly, oversold. Oh, the 8-hourly is very convincing, by the way, because we peaked into oversold territory twice. That's usually a telltale sign that you're going to reverse down. Look at this. Guys, if you're getting value from this analysis, please like, share, and subscribe. All right. See right here. Whoops. Let's make it bigger. So usually when you see a price action or when you see momentum double dip in oversold or overbought territory, right? Here you get your W reversal, W reversal, W reversal, W reversal. When you see that double dip, it's usually a telltale sign that you're going to get the reversal. Here you got your triple dip, double dip, double dip, double dip, double dip, double dip, double dip. It's coming, okay? You're going to get a reversal of momentum, right? Again, if you guys are getting value, please like, share, and subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates, occasional altcoin updates, and weekly live streams every Tuesdays between 4 and 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so let's get back to our chart. So this is why on the 8-hourly, it's very convincing. Go on the 4-hourly, we are also oversold. And we may be forming on the hourly time frame, we're oversold on the hourly time frame, and we may be forming some bearish divergence. And bearish divergence is simply when you're making higher highs in price action. Okay, let me demonstrate this. Right here, this top and that top making a higher high, whereas in the momentum indicator, that top and this top making a lower high. So that's bearish divergence, and it's actually confirmed because you've got your cross of your K and your D lines right here. So that's confirmed bearish divergence on the hourly time frame. I am anticipating that drop to come in sooner than later. Okay, what does this mean for the altcoins? If you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know that I'm telling you that it's very likely that we're going to get alt season. Okay, altcoin season is when altcoins outperform Bitcoin. Okay, and that's usually represented by Bitcoin dominance going down. And Bitcoin dominance, my friends, is going down. Okay, high time frames. I showed this before. And you can see that Bitcoin dominance just historically has been going down. And that makes sense, right? When I first entered crypto, I needed to buy Bitcoin to buy Litecoin, to buy whatever other bad altcoins I was buying at that time. I didn't know anything, but I bought Bitcoin, sold all my Bitcoin to buy those altcoins. Sometimes Ethereum is a great altcoin, but I bought a lot of bad altcoins. I bought Tron, right, with my Bitcoin, but I needed to first buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance was high. Okay, that was around 2018. Bitcoin dominance was high. Then we got this, right, and this looks to me like a 3-wave move. an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. What do I say about three-wave moves, or what does Elliott wave theory say about three-wave moves? They're corrective. So Bitcoin dominance, ever since the inception of Bitcoin, has been coming down. All right, and that makes sense because you no longer need to buy Bitcoin to buy altcoins. Also, there are other projects in the space taking market cap, other projects in the space that are serious, right? That people are investing in besides Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's sharing more and more market cap, overall crypto market cap, with other projects, right? And that will continue despite what happens with some bad Ponzi's here and there, and ill-conceived projects and train wrecks like Luna UST. You will see there are more and more serious projects in this space, so less and less Bitcoin dominant over time. This chart fundamentally makes sense. Now, we use our skills in Elliott wave theory to spot a pattern. And what do you see? I'm seeing a zigzag pattern. And what's a zigzag pattern? Once again, it's 5 waves down, or impulsively 5 waves, 3 corrective waves in the middle, and tailed off by 5 waves. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing 5 waves down, 3 waves up, and those 3 waves up, to be a zigzag, those 3 waves up have to retrace between the 0.5 and the 0.618 of the previous 5 waves. And look at this, to the T, right? If you guys are getting value, once again, from this, like, share, and subscribe. I mean, I don't know who else is pointing this stuff out, okay? So you got a rejection right on the 618, which represented 72.9%. 72.9% Bitcoin dominance. And it's funny, 729 is close to 718. That's a Fibonacci number. And once it hit that, once, twice, boom, it dropped like a rock, okay? And that was a huge altcoin season. Right here, what you got here was a consolidation, I think, of the wave 2 variety, okay? And of course, I know Bitcoin dominance isn't an asset, but it is a reflection of a natural phenomenon, of the buying and selling of assets in a market. And that, my friends, can be it can be charted, it can be analyzed through the means, or through the lens, of Elliott wave theory, okay? Because Elliott wave theory deals with these natural phenomena of buying and selling of assets, okay? So for me, this is a legitimate inquiry, okay? The only thing I'm seeing here is this: Bitcoin dominance will drop eventually, but we may have a little more upside in this wave 2, okay? That's the only thing. We may have a little more upside. We temporarily may get a little more upside, okay? Meaning, if I'm looking here, this looks like a 3-wave structure, so I think this will come back down. But eventually, you're going to go up, okay? So I think in the intermediate, we come back down to around 39.8, okay? At this base of this correction. It looks like a complex correction that you have here. This looks like a complex correction, like a WX, Y, probably another X down to 39.8, and then finally an impulse up to at least the 52.7 region, then a pivot down, okay? So this is what I'm seeing. In the immediate short term, I'm anticipating Bitcoin dominance come down to 39.8. And then after all of that is said and done, I think we pop back out to about 50%, or at least 50%, because it can go all the way to 60%, right? The 618, and then back down again. All right, so that's why I'm seeing we're going to get some sort of altcoin season, at least in the immediate short term. Okay, now let's look at our favorite altcoins, because I've said also that it's not just going to be altcoin season, but you can anticipate some altcoins front-running Bitcoin. Yesterday, you saw Kadena up a massive amount, whereas Bitcoin was just up a bit, right? this is the beginning of what you're going to see, right? Kadena, unlike Bitcoin, has put in what we call a zigzag. I just talked about that, okay? So instead of having, and I said this yesterday in yesterday's analysis, this is a bull flag. So you have 5 waves up, 3 waves down, right? And then anticipate 5 waves up for your the completion of your bull flag. So Kadena is putting in its ABC reversal in a different way than Bitcoin and a lot of other assets. That is front running the move to the upside. Okay. Revain is also ahead of schedule, right? That's the definition of front running. So for me, Revain has put in its A wave here. Okay, right here. I'm gonna make this a little different. Revain has put in its A wave here. Its B wave's halfway done, right? This is the counter to the A wave. So I'm anticipating something like this, okay? At least a retracement to the 786, around the 786,914 on the balance of probability, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for Revain. And let's see how long this A wave took. This A wave took about 1 day and 4 hours, and thus far this B wave has taken 2 days. So, you know, a lot of Elliotians like to use the rule that the B wave tends to take around twice as long as the A wave. Sometimes it's 3/2 that I've measured, but it just typically it takes a little longer, okay, in flat corrections. So, yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm anticipating a drop in Revain as well, but it's already starting its pivot down, okay? So that's Revain. So yeah, for Bitcoin, if Bitcoin's going down 10 to 12%, you know, a lot of these other altcoins are going down much further, right? Look, 44, 45% in Revain is likely, all right? But don't get discouraged. This is a reversal pattern for insane gains to the upside, okay? Verasity, same deal. I'm seeing this as being an initial break of structure, A wave reversal. This, I think, has yet to play to the upside. I'm seeing that we are likely to get another push up to complete this B wave, okay? Because I'm seeing this is the 3-wave structure. I need at least 0.009, right? More or less, right? It's not always that it comes to the 786, but it's likely to come to the 786. So I'm anticipating a small push up before pivot back down. And again, Bitcoin may give you 10 to 12%. So some of these altcoins, like Verasity, may come down around the 786. It may represent a 35% move, okay? And last but not least, Cardano. I think Cardano is in the same boat, okay? You've got a 3-wave structure that was the initiation of this reversal pattern, okay? It showed that the market is going to go up. We put in massive gains to the upside from the lows, okay? We put in 50%, about 50% from the lows. Okay, now we're pivoting and we're going to counter this because it's corrective, 1, 2, 3 waves. 1, 2, 3 waves to counter. And again, if you take your Fibonacci retracement from the top of these 3 waves, or bottom to the top of these 3 waves, you see 786 is around 44 cents. Okay, so that comes back down here. Great buying opportunity. Once again, oversold on the 4-hourly, oversold on the 8-hourly, oversold on the 12-hourly, right? It's kind of obvious using your momentum indicators that we're due for a drop down. We're already started here on your hourly time frame. You've got bearish divergence, right? Just like I pointed out in Bitcoin. So it's likely to come down. And where is it likely to come down? Like I said, around the 786, between the 786 and 914, between 44 and 41 cents. Okay, that's where I'm anticipating Cardano to come. But mind you, this is the drop before the pop. I believe that once we get into those zones, we pivot It's going to be alt season. It's going to be massive gain season. So prepare for that. If anything, just reaccumulate, not financial advice. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Trade safe. Bye.